Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. So you guys, I want to talk about how Jabulile lied to Prince in this episode of Nganele. I did do the full review, guys, but I didn't talk about this part of the review. So remember last episode that Sophie had taken Jabulile out for lunch. You know, I'm like, I guess Sophie has a lot of money because I'm not paying for nobody's lunch that doesn't like me. I'm not paying for nobody's lunch that is not kind to me, that is not respectful to me. I ain't doing it. Okay, and you know, but also I guess I don't know, you guys. So now they ended up talking about the house and whose name is in the house, but the only reason they talked about it is because Jabulile was saying to Sophie, you know, we might have to come and kick you out of the house because remember, Sophie is living with Prince at her house. She bought, I think it's an apartment. It looks like an apartment. I haven't seen the outside of, you know, the house. She bought the house and then Prince moved in and then Jabulile's child is living with them. But Lo Jabulile lo owe odelela ingane yakhe is living with Sophie. So now Jabulile, while they are doing a sit down, trying to work on their relationship, Jabulile makes a comment like, why do you need me? Why do you need to get along with me? Because is it because we might have to come and kick you out of that house? Okay. And then Sophie responded like any other person would respond. And she's like, what? You are going to kick me out of the house? Do you know who that house belonged to? You know, do you even know the title deed? Do you know the name that is on the title deed? How are you going to kick me out of my house? Okay. So she said what Matthias said. Are you going to kick a woman out of her own house? And so obviously Jabulile was shocked by that, but she tried not to show what she's shocked by the fact that the house belongs to Sophie. And I think that's the reason really Jabulile hates Sophie so much. I think she's jealous. Remember when she was even talking about Sophie's car, she said Sophie's driving a car. She thinks she's better because she's driving and what, you know, people that have their own insecurities, but they put it on you. So now, Sophie's like, do you know what, this is my house? That's my name is in the title deed. So how are you going to go and kick me out? That's how the conversation came about. But listen to this now. When Jabulile is sitting down with Prince, her brother, to tell her how the conversation went, I'm the one that started by saying that we are going to kick her out of the house. Now, she is saying it as if all of a sudden, Sophie Njena was posting, you know, she was posting about her name being with the one on the house, as if now Sophie is going around telling people that Prince doesn't have anything, Prince doesn't have a house, you know. So she just said that. She does not say that the reason Sophie said that is because she was the one that was saying they were going to kick her out of the house. The lies, yes guys, the in-laws. I was just talking about living with her and how her aunt doesn't like the fact that my child is living with her, and she started telling me about how much the house belongs to her, how much her name is in the title deed and your name is not in the title deed. I'm like, how Jabulile Mank? I'm like, come on. Because you are the one. Of course, if you say you're going to kick me out of my house, I'm going to remind you that my name is in the title deed. I'm going to remind you that you wouldn't even be able to do that because your brother doesn't own anything. But it wasn't like, Sophie just suddenly said that. But I did like the fact that, of course, the Prince was a little bit shocked by it. But then in the diary, she says, listen, at this point, I think they just don't like each other. And I think whatever it is that Sophie says, whatever words that Sophie said, the Jabulile is going to twist it, you know, in a way that it does sound like maybe Sophie was boasting when she was talking about the tiger deed situation. So it does not matter what Sophie says, and it does not matter why she's saying it. Jabulile is always going to turn those words against Sophie, which really honestly is true. I do hope though, because I feel like uPrince naye unento yokuthi when yokuthatha the side kaJabulile sometimes, unokuthatha iside likaJabulile sometimes. But I like that in the diary he does say, listen, at this point I feel like it doesn't matter what Sophie says, you know, whatever she says, Jabulile will find a way of twisting it so that it always looks like she's posted. I'm sure there must have been something that was said before she even mentions the thing of the title deed, because I think Prince knows and understands he does not own that house, okay? And there's nothing wrong with somebody saying I own my house when they own their house, okay? But Jabulile tried to make it seem like, you know, now she is saying this. I said, you guys, men are dogs, but the in-laws are pit bulls, okay? The in-laws are pit bulls, and you have to be very, very careful. And if something happens to your husband, they will eat you up like a pit bull would eat you up, okay? They will try to eat you up while he's around, and if you have a good husband, they're always going to protect you. But once he's gone, you will see them pit bulling. Did you watch the widows? Hey, then you will find out, you will hear the stories of how they pit bull you after the husband dies. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comments. Did you see, or did you hear Jabulile telling the lies? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you're gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.